Hi, what's up, my man sports? Join me for my athletic and fit mornings, where this morning we're playing some tennis. If you don't catch me at the gym, I'll be at the tennis courts at 7 a.m. trying to get better at tennis. Why have I been getting tennis lessons? I've been doing lessons since about November this year, and I've never been coached. I've got a couple lessons here and there, and I've always played tennis growing up for fun. But now I'm dedicating some time in my life to actually becoming a tennis player. I'm very inconsistent. I'm actually scared to play with people because I don't know if I can keep a rally. Not confident I can actually put a serve in, so I might just be double faulting the whole game. My big goal, to become a better tennis player this winter. And why am I doing that? One, personally, I want to play in some competitive ladders in the summer. If you don't know, at tennis clubs, there's all these ladders you can play in. Usually there's like beginner, intermediate, and advanced ones. I want to win an intermediate ladder and then get to the point where I can play in the advanced ladders. That's my goal right now. And also, I'm not a dad yet, I just got married, but I really want to be a tennis dad. And not just any tennis dad, a fit and jacked tennis dad. So I'm always working out. We usually work out at 6 a.m. I do that with my brother-in-law, Mate, which is amazing. But let's get back to tennis, okay? What are we working on in tennis? First, we're working on the backhand, because forehands, I feel like I'm amazing at. They're so easy. I feel like I've practiced them so much. I've always avoided hitting my backhand growing up, so my forehand got pretty good. I'm working on my backhands, and if you don't know, in tennis, there's a one-handed backhand and a two-handed backhand. And if you're a showman like myself, a Federer-esque showman, you hit that one-hand backhand. It's much harder, honestly. Naturally, I'm much better with a two-hand, but I just love the way that one hand feels and looks. Let me give you guys some tips if you're tennis players. If you're kind of new, not an amazing tennis player like myself, you probably don't have the fundamentals down. That's what I learned with my instructor, Colin. Let me give you a little note about Colin, by the way. Colin is an international senior player now, okay? He plays for Canada. He plays representing Canada in different senior events across the world. I think last year he played in Spain or Italy or something, but that was sick. So anyways, just wanted to note, I have like the best tennis coach I could possibly have, and we are working on that Federer-esque one-hand backhand. So I'm gonna give everyone two tips today that has helped me a lot. One, your grip. There's continental grip, which is like your racket is flat and it's like you're shaking the racket and it's just straight. But with the backhand, you want to tilt it downwards a bit so we can get that spin. And more important with the grip than the position in my eyes is actually like how hard you're gripping it. So when you're going to hit a one-handed backhand, you're going to turn back, grip's going to be loose, and then as you come through the ball, as you get to the impact position, you're going to firm up the grip with only three fingers. Only three fingers, so not like your thumb, the other three, those three fingers. And then when you hit it, you're going to firm up and then loosen it up after you hit it. Finish the shot, and what do I mean by finish the shot is don't like spin out too much. With one-handed backhands, it's so easy to hit the ball and spin out to like your right so quickly, but you want to make sure you're finishing your shot, keeping your chest puffed out until the ball leaves, and then you can spin out. So I'm still working on that. It's really hard. I'm not gonna lie, one-hand backhands are really hard, especially when the ball is coming quick at you. I feel like when Colin just throws me one, I can hit them so nice, but then when I start rallying, it's like you got to get the footwork going. It's really tough. But yeah, so backhand's been one of the big focuses for me. And another big focus in tennis is my serve, because those are like my two weaknesses, you know, my backhand and my serve. Those are the things that I feel like if I want to play like competitive tennis, aka in like an intermediate ladder, I actually got to be able to do those. Because I don't want to just play in these ladders. I want to try to win the ladders, because we're looking at that advanced ladder, you know? But I know I need to start in the intermediate ladder. You can't just jump to the advanced. Who do you think you are? Medman? Come on, boy. So that's why I'm doing all this. But anyways, let's get to the serve now. So serve kind of similar. So we're going to focus on the grip and the toss. Those are the two things that I focus in on the serve. Grip, make sure you're in continental. You don't want it either direction. You don't want it in your backhand or your forehand grip. And then the same thing with the grip pressure when you're hitting it. So when you get that ball tossed up in a good spot in front of you, okay, not behind you, you want to put that ball in front of you nice and high. And then when you're hitting it, make sure that at impact, again, you're firming up those three fingers and then you're keeping it loose. Because you don't want to be too tight when you're hitting the ball, or you can't get that nice flippity flappity spin, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's what I'm working on in tennis. My reason behind it, I want to be a tennis dad, and I just want to be really good at tennis. That's kind of what it is. Selfishly, I just want to be good at tennis, and I love single sports. Team sports are great. I love being with other people, but single sports is like you don't need to rely on anyone else. You can just do your own thing. You can pick it up whenever you want. For example, maybe this summer when there's no more snow on the courts, I'm actually just gonna go practice my serve by myself in the morning. And that's what I love, honestly. I don't love doing cardio. I hate going to the gym and stepping on that treadmill. I would much rather 7 a.m. in the morning run around, even if Colin makes me run around and do this fan drill like a wild man. I'd rather do my cardio on the tennis court than in the gym. Anyways, guys, Medman Sports out. That was my athletic morning. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something. Hope I can inspire you guys to try to get at it in the morning. If you're busy late in the day, I know it's hard to work out then. Get active in the mornings as soon as you wake up, before work, before the kids get up. Get it done. Anyways, Medman out.